My name is Guido Grillenmeyer, Principal Technologist at Semperis. Threat actors these days use a variety of attack paths to elevate their privileges in your hybrid identity infrastructure. Wouldn't it be good to know that a system is watching out for you for advanced attack procedures performed by threat actors and automatically warn you about these? Directory Services Protector has a variety of indicators of attack that can even monitor for privilege escalation attacks that happen from your on-prem Active Directory to your Azure AD tenant. Let's have a look at how this works. I'm going to log on to my DSP console so that we can just first have a quick look at what the system's looking like. And here we basically get an overview of what DSP is monitoring. We are currently most interested to see, hey, there's a variety of different security indicators that DSP monitors continuously and warn you of active alerts that are actually indicators of compromise, like this new secret added by an application or user. We're not interested in that particular compromise just now because we are going to build or create a new one. And this is where it's important that DSP will continuously monitor all changes that occur both in the on-prem environment, as you can see here, or in your active Azure AD tenant. All the changes that occur in the environment are kept in the DSP database and used for advanced analytics for those indicators of compromise and of exposure. I'm now going to switch to be the bad guy to actually perform an attack against an account that I know has privileged access in the Azure AD tenant. This my temp GA account could be a temporary account that you literally created for global admin permissions. More likely, it's an existing account of yours that you've granted that permission for a temporary period, but the attacker, through simple permission, has been able to figure that out and now wants to attack this account. So this account, currently, he doesn't know the password. So if I were to use that account's UPN to log on, and this is the password that we're going to use for a new account that we're going to synchronize into Azure. And if I was going to try to log on here with that account, and I use this password that I'm going to try to copy and paste in here, then it won't work because basically I have no clue what the password of that account is. But of course, this is where attack comes in. We are going to simply create a new account. We're going to call it my Pond GA, Pond Global Admin, and give it that password that I've just shown you there. So there, go ahead and create the account and use this password. And it's easy for you to follow this. And technically, you can do it in your environment as well. So I've just created that account. This account is not synced in Azure AD. This account is synced in Azure AD. And if we go to the attribute editor, all I need to take over are two attributes that make out the account from a synchronization perspective. That's the user principal name. Here we have it. I'm going to put it over here to my new account's user principal name. It already has one, but I'm going to overwrite it right here. And the other attribute of relevance for us is the MS consistency GUID. So I'm going to copy this too and assign it to the MS consistency GUID, MSDS consistency GUID on this account, because that is what my Azure AD Connect is configured to use for the synchronization. Before I press OK here, I'm going to cancel out on the other account. I need to have the permissions to delete the account because otherwise I cannot take over its identity. I don't need to be a global admin. An account operator can do all of what we've just done. Create a new account and overwrite it. And so I can now change that. So I'm also going to now unblock my Azure AD Connect, which I basically blocked so that it I opened the configuration so that it doesn't accidentally synchronize in the background. Now I've just manually started the synchronization so that soon we'll be able to log on with that account. Let's monitor this on my other system. So I'm switching back to my DSP system, where I'm also logged on into the Azure AD console already as a separate global admin. So here we're just going to take a moment to wait for that replication, that synchronization to occur. That can take a minute or two or whatnot. And there you go. That change was just made. And also watch the audit logs, because what you see is that this account has had a variety of updates, including my lovely naming of the PIM role. And I'll take a moment for the password of my other account to actually be overwritten here. Also, there we finally have the update of what we've actually just wanted to verify. That is where the account was overwritten with the synchronization engine. And takes a moment longer for it to then also synchronize the password. And there we go. Finally, the account's password was updated from the account that we had updated in our on-prem Active Directory. Let's go back to the bad guys window and log on again with the password that we have assigned to the account. And surprise, surprise, I can now log in as that account. I'm logged in as my temp GA. This account has all rights that it needs in Active Directory. It can fully manage it, can do everything. It is a global admin. So that's obviously a big risk. So I can also check the global admin role just to make sure that we basically are fully committed to doing any crime that we want. How does DSP detect this? DSP is continuously monitoring all changes that occurs both in my on-prem Active Directory. And here we see all of these different changes that we've just performed. We deleted that temp account. We created that pawned account. Actually first created it, then overwritten it with the different attributes. And in Azure AD, the various changes that occurred in Azure AD have also been updated in the DSP console. So it takes a moment longer for that change to then be overwritten also here in the console. And a moment later, we will see that that indicator, we're going to trigger it manually for now, just to get it quicker. We will find that it'll warn us of a hijacked sync account, because we are comparing all that data from the on-prem Active Directory changes and the Azure AD changes, and can drill into those detections, including my previous activities in that environment. And this is something that would now be very attractive for your SOC team to be active against, and basically ensure that those accounts are disabled. As you can see, thanks to the integrated analysis of multiple changes that are matched against a threat actor's activity, DSP makes detection of advanced attacks possible. For more information on the DSP solution I've just shown you, or any of our solutions, feel free to visit our website at semperis.com. Thanks.